Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back if you are returning from my first video, and if you are new to my channel, thank you for coming. It may not mean that much, or maybe some people don't think it's that big of a deal, but for me it truly means a lot that you guys are here checking this out. A little bit about me for those who may not know. My name is Chelsea. I am a military spouse to my wonderful, amazing husband, Justin. We just started this channel very recently, so we're very new to the YouTube sphere, but my husband, he is currently at basic military training for the U.S. Air Force, so we are currently not I guess living together. We're still together, but not living together. So for him, he's away, we are doing the distance, and we are just making it work, you know? I mean, with any separation, when you're away from someone you love so much, it definitely can be tough. But I'm gonna talk to you guys today about writing letters and how awesome and great it can be, especially receiving your first letter. So let's get started. To talk to you guys just about like writing to your significant other, or even just like if it's your son, daughter, cousin, best friend, just writing to them, honestly, I've learned in my experience so far has truly it's just a great thing, not just for them because they're going through a lot and they're, you know, getting yelled at, or, you know, just trying to like learn to, you know, be the best airmen that they can be. Writing letters is great for them, but it's also great for you. I know for myself, writing letters and just writing out my thoughts and being able to just like send it to my husband has been definitely a good like coping mechanism through it all, because I went from hanging out with my husband every single day almost, or like going to his house after work and things like that. So it's definitely like weird for me now that I'm not there, but being able to write down like how I'm feeling, how my day went is definitely great. If you're somebody who has a son or daughter who's about to go into it and you have questions about what the writing process is like, every person's writing is going to be different. Like there's definitely nothing that like you should or shouldn't say, but I will say that with like kind of leniency. The first step I want to talk to you guys about is just the writing process and like writing out things and like what you should or maybe shouldn't send to your trainee who is in basic military training. So one thing definitely 100% not to do is to don't put like, let's say you're like wearing lipstick and you put like a kissy face on it, like on your letter. Like don't do that. Your trainee will get a bunch of negative attention by their MTIs and roast them, like how any, like you might have seen in like any like Air Force video, like they will get roasted for things like that. Don't send packages, like care packages, especially because your trainee is in the process of getting all of his stuff. He gets it, or he or she will get it right when they get into their Lackland Air Force Base. They have a basic exchange there and they get like a backpack with all of their like supplies and everything. So definitely don't feel like you have to send them any care packages. Just write. That is like the best thing I can tell anybody to do. Just write. And write, you know, how you're feeling. Definitely try to keep it positive. I think that's the most important thing, especially because your trainee is probably, you know, thinking about all these different things. They're probably like, wow, like, you know, this is kind of tough, especially during the first 2 weeks. My husband is currently, he just ended week 1, so now he's going to be going into week 2, and definitely that can get really tough. So just make sure that you are keeping it super positive. Of course, be honest about your feelings. Like don't repress things if you feel like you have to let it out, but do your best to just keep it positive and spin it into something that, you know, your airmen can walk away and just feel like, all right, like they're supporting me, they're here for me, all those good things. Some great tips and tricks when it comes to like sending letters. So I've learned a lot of this information, I will also add, through the Air Force Wing Moms pages and website. So I'm going to put their link right here for you guys. The Air Force Wing Moms, it's a great resource for you to check out tips and tricks like I'm going to tell you guys for writing letters, especially preparing for like graduation for your airman, so that way you can like prep for those things. But it's just a really great support group, and it also allows you to just kind of just like share your feelings. And if you're like an emotional wreck one day because you miss your significant other or your son or daughter, however that might be, like you can kind of share that in these groups, which is pretty cool. One thing that I have learned from the Air Force Wing Moms site is that through USPS, I always mix it up and say UPS, but it is USPS, the United States Postal Service, you can sign up for a great thing called informed delivery. So what informed delivery is, you will sign up on the USPS website under informed delivery. You'll put in like your name, your address, and then every like day that the mail comes, you will get an email that will have literally like a digest of what letters are coming in your mail, and even packages too, which is kind of cool. You can use that. It will show you a picture of what letters are coming, which is kind of cool. So for example, like I put in the title that I got my first letter from my husband, super emotional and everything. And to do that, I was able to see like yesterday, because I got an email from the informed delivery that I was getting a letter from him. I didn't know what the letter was going to contain, but I knew I was getting a letter from him, which was super exciting. So definitely do that. I 120% recommend that. It just gives you that, you know, feeling like, okay, like a letter's coming, or like instead of like worrying or wondering, oh, when will a letter come, it kind of just gives you that like excitement of the day. And another thing as well, I'm gonna pick these up so you guys can see them. So USPS has a great thing called priority mail. Here, I'll zoom in on it so you guys can see. So priority mail, what priority mail does for you is it allows you to kind of get the letter there a little bit faster. It's basically like, it's priority, like it's gonna go out before just like the standard mail. You do have to pay to mail these out, but these things right here are completely free. So that's why I really like them. I grabbed a bunch of them because the guy at the post office by me was super nice. He's like, oh yeah, these are free, like you can take them. And another great thing about them is that it comes with tracking, so you can track to see like when your letter gets to the location, which I personally think is like pretty nice, because it's like I don't know, I just get like nervous about things. I'm crazy. I'm like overanalyze, and I'm like, well, what if it didn't make it, or well, what if it got thrown out? I don't know, you know, just like the little things in life that probably don't even happen, but you know, I like to think that the end is happening. So definitely do that if that's something that you think is, you know, you can keep track of when the letter gets there, so you can kind of have like an estimated like, okay, yeah, cool, like it got there, you know, he's gonna get it on whatever day. Some other great things to know when it comes to sending letters to your airmen is also just remembering that it's okay if you don't get a letter back from them right away. Like I personally was even so shocked that I did get a letter as soon as I did, because there's some people who will only get maybe 3 letter replies back, but they would have sent letters every single day. Don't let not getting a letter discourage you from writing. Write your airman every single day, because they love that support. Even if like your person, maybe they weren't like super emotional or things like that, these are things that they can see, just to be reminded that like you're rooting them on, you love them, you know, you're cheering them on from wherever you are. I think that is just what really makes it so great. So definitely keep that in mind when you are doing that. And just to show you guys too like how this works, so since it's a clear thing, so basically what you would do is you would write your letter, and then you would put it in an envelope. It doesn't have to be anything big. I just like, these are the ones that my parents have, so of course like free, it's for me, I'm gonna use it. So I put this within the, here. I put it within here. I'll zoom in for you guys. I put it in within here, so I would have like my address over here. Well, I think it might be the other side, but I have my address up there. I'd have his address in the middle, and then I actually also include a stamp on it on the inside of the envelope that I put in there, because you do save like 55 cents. So To some people that might not seem like a lot, but if you're gonna like use that like often, maybe not every single day, like maybe you might just do the standard mail, but if you do want to do that like every few times, it's good to just, you know, save up, because if you're writing letters almost every day, you're gonna want to save up eventually, and you know, 55 cents, that can get you like, I don't know, a Snickers. So at the end of the day, if you're like a person who likes to save money, that's just a little hack for sending letters with the priority mail clear envelope. Another great thing that I will mention too is that when writing these letters, you can include pictures if you would like. I personally haven't sent a picture yet to my husband. It's not that I don't want to, I just like haven't found, I don't know, I just haven't like taken a picture that I want to send to him yet. Definitely just like send them, because you know, it just shows them, like it shows them what's still happening, and like that you're still living your life, and like things are good, or this is what like has like been updated or changed since they left, like, you know what I mean? It's just a good way to show your person that, you know, hey, this is what's going on, and like we're rooting for you, we're excited for this. I mean, it's kind of like The Notebook. I mean, for my people who love, you know, romance movies, like, you know, I still cry to The Notebook. I'm emotional. So I would say that if you're that type of person, you love The Notebook, you're kind of like doing that, kind of, but it's, you know, no one like dies or anything, and I mean, you hope no one dies. So now I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my letter and receiving it from my husband. I was going to work when I received the informed delivery digest email, and I knew like I may be here before it comes, or I may not, because I work in retail, so I was going to work a little bit later yesterday. So to be able to see it, I was, you know, hoping I would, but I'm happy that I didn't see it before I went to work, because I know I would have been an emotional wreck. And to be completely transparent with you guys, this week has just been such a crazy week for me. I was like super emotional. Having that letter has truly just like boosted my energy, and I just feel like so much better, because the way that my husband wrote the letter is like the way he would like talk to me if we were like in person, or even if we were texting. It felt so nice because I read it in his voice. I just felt like, okay, like I could breathe again. Like that, I think, is definitely something that you may feel when you get your first letter. And don't be discouraged if you are somebody who hasn't gotten a letter. Like you see, oh, somebody got a letter already, oh, I wonder when I'm gonna get mine. Like, try not to think like that, because it's only going to discourage you a little bit more. And you know, I'm sure like your person is wanting to write to you, or is probably writing to you and just hasn't had the chance to send them out yet. So definitely, you know, keep the faith, keep like positive, don't let it like bother you. Just dive a little bit deeper. When I got the letter, it was like close to midnight when I got home, so I immediately came into my house, and from there I was like, okay, where's the letter? Like I was looking around everywhere, I didn't even know, and like lo and behold, my dad had it in like his bunch of papers, and anybody who knows my dad, he like is a hoarder of all of his papers. Opening up the letter, because I didn't know, there's no clear distinction of what is inside these letters. Like I did get another letter from Justin prior, but that was just information for his graduation, and it wasn't even in his handwriting. It was just like a printed copy of the schedule and like the dates. But this, I really didn't know. I just thought, okay, like it's something, I really want to read it, I want to know what it is. So opening it up and seeing, I was like, oh my gosh, here's a letter, like, you know, finally like something from him that's tangible. It's, you know, it's his handwriting. I love you, babe, but you also have really bad handwriting. But it's just like that feeling, and being able to like look at it and hold it, I instantly started bawling. Like I'm not gonna bawl in this video, I'm gonna try not to, but I just instantly started crying. I like was just so overfilled with joy, and as I mentioned before, I was having like a really rough week, so being able to just like see that he's doing great, you know, he says he loves me and all this stuff, and he had like a little funny quirks in there that like just reminded me of him, that made me laugh. So it's just like, it's happy tears. It's not like sad tears. It was just a beautiful feeling to like see his handwriting and to see that he's doing great. So like just some like funny things from what he did, and like he'll probably like hate me for doing this. On the end of his letter to sign it off, he just said, from dash husband. I don't know. It's just like something to me that's funny. Like, you know, like he's like, from husband. Yep, I know. You're my husband. And on the second letter that I got, I was able to get 2, which I think is like super exciting. Again, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know like what they're able to do. Like these may be the only 2 letters I ever get from him, so I'm cherishing them like they're like a pot of gold. For the second one, he actually drew like a little picture, which is super cute. I'm actually gonna show you guys this. He's gonna hate me for it, but it's fine. He's just like, Chelsea and Justin, like, you are the love of my life. Like, I don't know, it's just, it's so cute. Like, it's just, you know, and it reminds me that, like, you know, I know he loves me, but it just, to see it after not being able to talk for almost like a week or 2, like almost about to be 2 weeks now, it's just nice. And that's why I personally I love that I at least get to write to him, and that I did get my first letter. It honestly came at the best timing, and if there's anything I know in life is that God's timing is like the perfect timing, and he definitely brought it to me at the right time. I just want to share my experience of receiving my first letter with you all. It truly is a moment, and you're truly going to feel super emotional, and you're probably continuing to be emotional about it unless you're not like emotional, but I know I am. Like I said, I cried during The Notebook. I also cried during Up and the beginning of Finding Nemo, because Nemo's brothers and sisters died, and that's kind of sad. So, you know, I just think, you know, if you're not as emotional like me, that's totally fine, but this experience is so rewarding, and I will just continue to say, write to your person every single day. Do not, like, or at least as much as you can. Do not feel discouraged if you don't get a letter right away, or if it takes some time. At the end of the day, just know that your person is doing this for you, for the country, because they, you know, they love this land and they love you, and they want to keep this place safe for all of you. Hopefully you guys liked it. Y'all know the drill. Give it a thumbs up if you thought it was good. If not, give it a thumbs down, but we want thumbs up because that's the way that we can get some more subscribers. But, you know, be honest with me, definitely let me know. If you guys are new to this channel, please comment below. I'd love to like check you out, see what you're doing too. If you're a military spouse with your own YouTube channel, definitely let me know too. Maybe we can collab sometime, or, you know, I'm just all about supporting others and just making this journey as fun as possible and most informative for you all. If there's anything you guys would also like me to do for my channel, please also let me know. But don't forget to subscribe, please, and definitely share this video with your friends, and definitely check out the Air Force Wing Moms page. They do so much for spouses like myself, for just everyday families going through this process who may have questions. They're the most helpful people I've ever met, and they truly will answer any possible question you have, because I've had some weird questions in that group chat. Thanks so much, guys, for checking out the video. Again, definitely subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was good. All right, thank you guys so much. Catch you later. Enjoy the weekend, and shout out to all the moms. Happy Mother's Day coming up tomorrow. All right, thanks guys. Bye.